Hey guys, so today I'm going to go over gear that's more than $25 for Christmas gifts. Some of them are quite a bit more, some are close to the same. To start with, let's start with the Plex Solo, Z-Packs Plex Solo. I have 2.5 years on this one. It's actually shown very little wear. The only thing that's wearing at all is the stuff sack, to be honest with you. It's starting to get a little beat up, but it's pretty hard to beat. It's expensive, about 600 bucks. They make an ultralight version now, an ultralight of an ultralight, so it's 2 ounces lighter, about 12 ounces, so that's going to be hard to beat weight wise. And I've had really good luck with this. I have no negatives other than the fact that it takes a lot of tent stakes to set it up properly. I'll link a video below on a review of this that I did a while back, but even after I had hiked with it for about 1,000 miles, I was still loving this thing. Second, we'll look at the Sawyer Squeeze. So I've been through several different kinds of water filters. So Sawyer Squeeze, the Platypus as well, and I have also used the Be Free, and I keep coming back to the Sawyer. And a couple of reasons. The Platypus I've had trouble with, 2 of them actually, where they didn't work very long and got clogged. Tried to back flush and do the things that I did with the Sawyer and just did not have much luck with these. And I know they're super popular, so I don't know if I got 2 duds or what. And I actually bought one from REI that I couldn't get water through, not even the first time. So I made the mistake of bringing a brand new filter with me I hadn't tested. It's a good way to learn, always the hard way. Then ended up having to boil water, treat water instead. So yeah, haven't had much luck with this. I might give it another shot just to be fair, but never have trouble with this. Even when it gets somewhat clogged, I can back flush it and it works fantastic. So might be the best way to go. Next is the Garmin inReach. So this is kind of an interesting story for me because I was really excited to get one of these. This is the inReach Mini 2, and I was thinking I'd be using it for navigation and as well as everything else it's good for. Obviously the SOS being probably the main reason you would want to use this in case you get in a bind you can't use your phone, but I don't use it much. So I was on a kind of the middle ground plan and I was just paying too much for that, so I decided to just use it basically as an SOS messaging device because I rarely send messages if it's not with my phone. So if it was an emergency, I could message with this, and if it was a real emergency, I could hit the SOS. So I'm glad I have it. It's very light. I think they're around, right now it's about 300 bucks. So it's a lot of money, but it's good insurance, and I'm glad I have it, even though I barely use it. It's kind of funny, isn't it? Okay, next I have a battery bank. So this is a 10,000 milliamp Nikkor carbon. So this is the second iteration, I think. And I know some people have had trouble with these. I have never, ever had trouble with this thing. It works beautifully every time I've ever used it. So maybe I got a lucky one, or maybe a couple people got some bad ones. I don't know, but yeah, it's super light. It's very, very rugged. So I don't know. I'll put the price. I didn't write down the price on this one, so I'll get the price up there for you. But I highly recommend using one of those. They make a 20,000 as well if this isn't big enough for you. But I've been very happy with that. Socks. Socks are always a great gift. Nobody wants to buy socks. It's nice to get them, right? So toe socks work really well for me. So I have the Injinji that I've been using and been quite happy with these. The negative is these are mostly nylon. They're nylon, polyester, and spandex, I think. So they do get stinky. It doesn't take that long for me to get these stinky. So an alternative is like Darn Tough socks. I'll link those too below. Wool just does a better job. So if there's a wool sock that you like, I highly recommend just sticking with what you already like. They're somewhat antimicrobial, so they just do a better job than polyester or nylon. Let's see. Next is, okay, so I have a couple of favorites, and this is certainly one of them. So this is a Dan Durston Cockwolf 40. And other than I had a little bit of trouble at the base, it had a spot that was wearing kind of fast, and people that have these know that can be a problem. So I put some seam grip on there and haven't had any, they're not poking through, seems fine, but by far the most comfortable pack I've ever worn in my life. I'll link a description on that one too. I did a review on this a while back, but absolutely love this pack. We get along very, very well. I think the only negative that comes through really is that there's no ventilation on the back, so you're gonna sweat with this pack. It is so worth it to me to have that nice, comfortable back on here. And I like the weight close to my back. I don't like how some of the packs stick it out towards the back and that weight gets further from your back. But I stick with this, so can't say enough about this pack. I was thinking about going to the 55, and then I realized I don't need a bigger bag, so maybe in winter would be the only argument there, I guess. So next are a couple of pretty high dollar items. These are both outdoor vital items. So I just did a review on the Summit sleeping bag. This thing, look how puffy that is. It's crazy. This is the 0 degree bag, and I mean, look at the foot box. Wow. It's a 0 degree bag, as you can see. Weight wise, it's amazing. It's the only complaint I had was the center zipper. It's the only thing I don't like about it. It's not that big a deal. It's still super good bag, but the 0 degree bag, that's expensive. It's $400-ish. They're on sale right now. I think they're a little less, but retail price is $415, I think, on that. And then my workhorse is the quilt, Stormloft quilt. This one's a 15 degree quilt. So these are all color coded, and this is the second design. They've now come out with the third design. So the newest design, I think it's $340 for the 15 degree. But once again, super happy with this. It's just been super warm. I've had it down to maybe 20, 25, yeah, probably 20, and it was fine. So the ratings are pretty close. They're probably within 10 degrees of being totally comfortable for me. I sleep just a little bit cold now that I'm ancient, plus 60. I seem to be not able to generate the kind of heat that I used to when I was younger. Imagine that. So another backpack that you might want to think about, I forgot to mention, is the REI Flash 55. I bought one for my son for graduation, and that's a super nice pack, and it's so affordable. Actually, the cock was about $250, which I think is a really good price for that particular bag using the materials they do. The Flash 55 is pretty cheap, around $140, and is very often on sale for right around $100, $110 or something like that. So watch for sales on the REI. I think that's a bargain. I highly recommend that. But one thing here, the Nemo Tensor all season. I've had mixed luck with the tensors. I find them quite comfortable, and that's a regular wide, and they're pretty expensive too. They're $200 to $250, but the first one I had, the standard one, developed leaks in the weld holes where they were welded, and that only took about 1.5 years when that started happening. So I worry about the durability. The reason I bought this one is because I got a really good deal on it at the time, and I needed something warmer because I kept getting just too much cold coming up from the bottom. So I decided on this, and boy, the difference was just phenomenal. I'll link a review on that so that you can see what I thought of that, but been very, very happy with it. It's very, very comfortable, and it's fairly quiet, which is super important to me, because if it's not quiet, it keeps me awake all night every time I move, and I flop a lot. So Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use said Flex Tail Zero to pump this up, the Nemo. And you'll see what I don't like about it. There's only two things I don't like. One is coming right up here. Yeah, that. The other's cost. Yeah. I think that's all the goodies I had for right now. So if there's anything else you want me to review or talk about, just leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and great to see you. Later.